Good morning and welcome to day 57 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm walking 2,650 miles to raise money for Combat Stress, a charity that helps out our military veterans and focuses on their post-traumatic stress disorder. Last night was nice with the campfire, however a really strong wind came in and the temperature massively dropped and it wasn't a great night. I didn't really want to get up this morning, I felt really demotivated, but I think the only cure to that is to get up and hike. It's a lot later than I'd like, but I'm just going to have to go on with it and just, I don't know if other hikers get to this point where you're just on the trail for that long and you just get totally demotivated. That's how I feel right now, but I'm going to go on with it. I've got Silver Pass to go over, so let's roll out. So coming up switchbacks this morning, there was a lot of ice on the trail, so the temperature had really dropped last night. My tent didn't have ice on it, but my tube that I drink out of, my hydration tube, did have ice in it. So it shows you never can tell in the Sierras. We've had some really hot weather, now it's getting really cool. We've got an icy breeze that keeps coming through as well. I'm on some good trail right now, so I'm going to try and get some miles done, but I still don't feel overly motivated. Is this something that happens to all through hikers? Is there like do you hit a day where you just hit a wall and you just have to kind of push through it and get your hiking mojo back? Because I would have stayed there all day. That's how I felt this morning. I was just curled up, stayed in my bed all day. But can't do that. I've got a challenge to do. Got a deadline to try and meet. Got to go through the Sierras, so there's only one thing for it: hike, and then keep hiking. Got Silver Pass to do. Not sure about the snow content, but the last comment that was made, I think about the 15th, said that it's absolutely fine and you can do it in the afternoon a bit slushy. But that was it, nothing else. So I will more than likely get there in the afternoon, but we'll see what it's like when I get there. This is clearly how cold it was last night and how cold it still is right now. That the water, the snow melt on the trail froze last night and now it's a little ice rink. So I have to totally avoid the trail, do not slip and fall on my ass. And it is freezing right now. This icy breeze keeps coming in. And I have to stand in the sun for a minute to try and warm up, but even that doesn't help when the wind's hitting. It looks like I have to miss quite a lot of the trail because it's frozen all the way down. I think good trail starts again here. But yeah, it's freezing this morning. Absolutely freezing. Where's that hot weather we were having? Bring that back. So I've just spent most of the morning going up switchbacks and then coming down severe switchbacks. Ones I just came down were not fun. Despite the fact that it was under 10,000 feet, there's still a lot of ice all over the trail that you had to try and avoid. And a lot of blowdowns. So every so often there would just be something that would just get in your way and just stop you. It was not fun. And they seem to go on forever. Just all these little switchbacks, back and forward, back and forward. But hopefully I'm on a good trail now. The wind seems to have died down a little bit, so that's an improvement. It's not as cold. Right, let's keep pushing on. I do love when they put bridges in for us. It makes life so much easier. I do have a lot of river crossings to do today, so I think one less river crossing makes my life so much easier. You see, there's one of the river crossings I've got to get across. Might as well just take my shoes off and get it done. Pack's all ready. Shoes tied on, time to get across. Clearly more snow melt. Trail is now a river again. Must have been cold up here last night. All the ice. Another river crossing. I think we've got one after this as well. I think it's the same river. So I'm going to change my footwear and get it done. Pleased to report I survived that, but there's another one about 0.2 of a mile. So I'm just going to stay as I am, keep my beach shoes on and just walk over to it and get it done. Once I get to the other side, I'll probably stay there for lunch. Now that is impressive. My next river crossing in front of a waterfall. That was amazing getting across that, really cool. However, point to note, 0.2 of a mile is too much to walk on these shoes, especially when it's rocks uphill. Right, I'm going to sit on one of these steps, get water from here and have my lunch, and then I'll be heading for the pass. It's getting a bit chilly here now, got all packed up, and then I'm going to head up to get the pass done. So I need to go all these steps, some are up there, there's a long stretch, and then the pass. Right, let's get this one kicked in the ass, shall we? So the whole side of the route is in the snow. However, we do have to cross that stream at some point, so I figured I might as well cross it now and walk across this meadow. Much easier. That'll save me a lot more time as well. It's also nice and scenic. It's a hell of a lot better than having a battle through all that snow. Like sometimes the Sierras, you got to do what you got to do just to get through it. I'm back on the trail. Jumping across the meadow did help a little bit to avoid the snow, but you have to come back across and get back on the trail. Right, got across another river. Getting tired now. All the river crossings take it out of you. I'm looking forward to getting top of this pass, especially getting to the side, get to a camping spot. That silver pass ahead still feels like a really long way off. There's a less snow up towards the pass, so I'm just trying to get across this snow field, relocate the trail and get up and over and hope there's not a lot of snow on the other side. This has been a really long day. I mean, it was only 11 miles and and it's 3:30. It's really taken it out of me, or the mood that I was in this morning when I just didn't want to hike has had a factor into this and just made me a lot more slower and a lot more lethargic. I'll be glad when I get over the top of this, and I'll also be glad to get back to my normal self as well. It's hard, it's been hard, but I'm almost there. Almost there. I believe this is the last push to the pass. I'm knackered. Right, I'm gonna get up and over it. So I've made it to Silver Pass. Finally got here. However, there's still a bit of a climb. I follow the foot tracks and you can see where a switchback is. Whether it goes up and over, I don't know. I think it does, and takes us down the other side. So I would have said that was a pass up there, but apparently this is it. It's quite scenic. Right, I don't want to hang out too much. I want to get over and get down to 10,000 and find a nice camp spot. That's my goal. Try and find something below 10,000 and get some more miles in so that I'm closer to the trailhead that takes me to Mammoth Lakes tomorrow. So I'm back on what I was going to say dry trail, but have a look. Not exactly dry at the moment. This side looks more free of snow than the other side, so I'm hoping to get some more miles done. Let's push it. Try to get to a campsite over a mile away. It's got water there, but I'll see how I feel once I get there. I'm going to push on, but I've got to get through this first. Oh my god, there's a bridge. There's a bridge in the river crossing. I am so tired right now. I've just come down, and yes, you think the snow would end at 10,000? No, I had a big patch coming down, and it lasted all the way down to here. Horrific. Right, I'm going to get across this bridge and get to my campsite. My feet are freezing. It's not been a good day. Unfortunately, I'm having to record the end of this video in my tent. By the time I got here and set up, I was absolutely freezing, so all I could do was get in my sleeping bag and warm myself up. Even when I got to the tent, my laces were frozen, so it shows how cold it was getting. So all I could do was just get in my sleeping bag. So I've got some hot food now, I'm warming myself up, and I'll go through my stats today. So I did over 16.5 miles today. More than I thought I was going to get. Elevation, let's have a look. So my elevation was 4,459. Descent, 4,318. It was a really long, hard day, and as I said this morning, because I wasn't feeling it, I think that contributed to how long it took me to get over the pass. Hopefully I'll feel a lot better tomorrow, because I'm heading towards Mammoth Lake. Because of the distance I got today, I am 13 miles away from the junction that takes me to the trailhead, and the trail that takes you to the trailhead is only 3 miles, so hopefully I'll get in, get some accommodation and sort myself out, because my boots are absolutely frozen, my Gore-Tex socks are absolutely frozen. I've got them on my down jacket right now, trying to warm them up. So not a good state of affairs because of all the slushy snow and everything I have to go through. So hopefully tomorrow's better, but if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe,
and I'll see you in the morning for another day on the PCT.